I'm back. Let's get into some film news. So, Golden Globes highlights. Congrats to Timothée. I knew he would win. I knew he'd get something anyway. And then if you saw my Marty Supreme review that I did on my channel like 2-3 weeks ago, it was like Christmas week when I watched it. You would have heard me say that I wanted him to get all the things, all the awards, all the praise and accolades, and I'm so glad that he's so getting recognized for this role. I believe he got a Critics' Choice Award for his role, and now he's got a Golden Globe for Best Actor in a Comedy or Musical. So congratulations to Timothée, very well deserved, and I'm so glad. And you never know, this might be the lead up to his impending Oscar. We'll see what happens, but he would have definitely deserved it. But it was a strong category. It was a very, very strong category. Leonardo DiCaprio was in the same category for One Battle After Another, and I believe Michael B. Jordan as well for Sinners. Or that might have been the Critics' Choice Award. I think I might have got them mixed up, but I know that he was just in a very, very strong category of strong films. So, but he very much deserves his role for playing Marty in Marty Supreme. So congratulations to Timothée, very well deserved. Sinners won cinematic and box office achievement. Now that is so well deserved because they literally broke barriers and broke records. I think the film got like over 300 million worldwide in revenue on a $90 million budget. That is incredible. And for an independent film in the horror category as well, just incredible. So it was so good seeing all the cast up there on stage. Didn't actually get to watch all of the Golden Globes, but I just kind of saw highlights from afterwards. So that is what it is. But congratulations to them. They also won an award for scoring. Now, I believe that went to Ludwig Göransson. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing his name right, but Ludwig Göransson won for best scoring on Sinners. But that was not televised, and that kind of raised a few eyebrows for some people, wondering why that was not recognized and why they had to cut that out of the main show. Apparently to do with timing. I don't know. I really don't know. But congrats to that award as well, but quite weird that it wasn't televised. Not sure why that is. Also had One Battle After Another win for Best Director and Best Screenplay to Paul Thomas Anderson. Good for him. It was actually a really great movie, One Battle After Another. I do have my reservations in terms of like the first 30 minutes of the film, but that's just a personal thing on my part. Maybe I'll get into it more later in another video, but overall it's a fantastic film. You go on such a journey and it's so funny and it's so captivating. I couldn't take my eyes off the screen. So well done to Paul Thomas Anderson for Best Director and for getting Best Screenplay for the film. Really good. And Leonardo DiCaprio, there were really some stand-up performances in that film actually. Leonardo DiCaprio was hilarious, so funny, it was so good. It was like he was the best person to choose for the lead in that role. But well done to Tiana Taylor as well. She won, I think, for Best Supporting Actor in that film. So good for her. I think she did a really emotional speech. I didn't see the speech. I know that's kind of get a little bit of talk online and things. I haven't got into it at all, but good for her. She's really worked hard, and yeah, I think there was some really stand-up performances in that film. Chase Infinity, Regina, great all around. So well done for that film. On to the Netflix, Warner Brothers, Paramount love-hate triangle that is going on here. In recent developments, Paramount is now suing Warner Brothers. They want more information over this $83 billion takeover deal by Netflix. I think Paramount just feel really cheated here. They feel like, something's gone on that's been shady behind our backs, and they want to counter. I mean, I think they have countered for about 108 billion. But I think Warner Brothers has actually kind of rejected that deal. I think they're just not going ahead with Paramount, considering the fact that I think their exit fee from the Netflix deal would be, is it about 2 billion? might add up to about 4 billion in total, including other type of fees. So I think for Warner Brothers, even if they were enticed by Paramount's counter offer, I think the loss is too much to bear. So Paramount, they're not giving up this lawsuit. I don't know how far it's really going to go. I don't know how serious they really are. I don't know if it's just kind of a threat, but they really want more answers, and hopefully maybe for them their counter offer works. It seems like maybe if it's really going to go in their favor, they're going to have to increase the bid. So it's getting a little bit messy between the conglomerates at the moment, but let's see how this goes for Paramount. I believe when it comes to the shares, I think Netflix are offering like $27 per share to Warner Brothers, and Paramount are offering 30. So there's more money on the table, but Warner Brothers aren't budging at the moment. They're not they're not budging. They want to stick with Netflix. Again, it may just be because there was more an enticing deal, and even though the shares are technically a little bit less, they're getting something more out of it, and yeah, they probably don't want to deal with those exit fees now. So I don't know. Let's see how this goes. It's getting a little bit tense. My thing is, even if Paramount do win the bid for Warner Brothers and Warner Brothers ends up going with Paramount, I feel the relationship has already started off a bit salty. So I don't know how well it would really transpire. Of course, business is business, so they'll let bygones be bygones. If both sides are getting their money and getting their shares, I'm sure they can look over this. But I don't know. It seems like if things go Paramount's way, I don't know how well the relationship is going to be with Warner Brothers. So maybe they're just better off just leaving Warner Brothers for Netflix. Watch this space. Lastly, we have a new film on the horizon in 2027, Heat 2. For those who are aware of the first Heat film, it came out in 1995 with Al Pacino and Robert De Niro, and it is quite the film. I'm watching it like a few months ago, and it's very well done. Great actors, obviously, and they're hoping to come out with a sequel of it, essentially, out next year. That is confirmed. And apparently we have some really interesting cast members. I think it's already confirmed that Leonardo DiCaprio and Christian Bale are going to be part of this sequel of the film, and with two amazing actors I look forward to seeing. But I think we have a few others that have been rumored lately, and that includes Austin Butler, Ana de Armas. We also have Adam Driver. So yeah, stellar cast. This is not confirmed, obviously. It's all just rumors. All rumors. But I think if they're gonna get this lineup of a stellar cast, it will be absolutely incredible. It will be very, very well done, and I look forward to that being a 2027 release already. So we'll see who else is a part of it. That's all the news I have for you this week. Let me know what you think of the winners of the Golden Globes. Let me know what you think of Paramount. If you're kind of following the story, you may not be, but it's kind of interesting to me. So I will be following and probably documenting it on here. And if you know about the film Heat, are you excited about the supposed lineup? Let me know your thoughts. Comment below. I want to speak to you. And also subscribe, and I will speak to you later.